So a significant moment in my career actually was when I started out in the military, did 7 years in the Navy, and early on I was more offensive, producing intelligence, and oftentimes that intelligence actually got briefed to the President and the Secretary of State at the time, and that was pretty big to showcase the impact that just one person could have. I was lower enlisted, 20, 21 years old, and really gave me a vision of what one person can do for a mission as a whole.
When I tell people I work at a cybersecurity company, they're generally fascinated by it. I think it's the topic of cybersecurity. It's in the news, it's in people's lives, and they want to know more about how they can protect themselves in the world. And I think my role here at IronNet, I feel very passionate about the fact that I'm working to attract and retain top talent that can help us solve these really hard problems.
People's reactions when I tell them I work in cyber, well, living in the heart of Silicon Valley, there are many of us, so it's not typically a surprise. But something I would say is that I started my career in finance and then shifted to cyber. And I think many people can relate to cybersecurity, knowing what's going on in the world, and that we're providing a very important, I think, defensive, protective mechanism to our economy. And I think people are grateful and really can relate to the field rather than some other more abstract technological areas.
With so many complex problems in cybersecurity, we really need to have a really strong and diverse leaders in order to address these. So my advice would be to go for it, be curious, have your voice, and definitely take a seat at the table.
What makes me passionate about cybersecurity is that I get to help people from all walks of life, be it, a program manager at a federal system integrator who's trying to work with his government customer, or maybe it's a government official in the public sector who's trying to make sure that the delivery of services to the citizen is done so in a secure manner. And I just like helping everyday people, making sure that, what they're doing to get what they need out of life is done in a secure manner.
Cybersecurity affects all of us because we're all connected to technology all the time, more so than we've ever been before. We all carry smartphones in our pockets, and so with that, we just need to be vigilant and take responsibility for how we use our passwords, how we're sending personal information, and just be aware.
I think a really common misconception out there is that cyber attacks, they happen, they just won't happen to me. And I think one thing we need to realize is that cyber attacks, they're not going away, they're not going to stop. And they will continue, not just against businesses, but against individuals as well. So the more the average citizen is aware of the threats that are out there, the better off we'll be as a collective to defend against them in the future.